Hello and welcome to Quick Charge by Electrek, keeping you in the fast track with daily EV and green energy news. I'm Mikey G, and it's Thursday, April 8th. Tesla chief designer Franz von Holzhausen is featured in a recruitment video for a chief designer for Tesla China. The new hire will be expected to lead the design of the automaker's upcoming $25,000 electric car. Last year, Tesla announced plans to establish a new research and development design center in China to build a Chinese-style electric car, and started hiring for the program shortly afterwards. It appears that Tesla is still looking for a local chief designer. It's unclear when the new design and engineering team of Tesla will deliver a new $25,000 car, but it could be sooner rather than later, since Tesla has recently submitted a third vehicle for government approval for production at Gigafactory Shanghai. At Tesla's Battery Day last year, they said that the vehicle would be enabled by its new 4680 battery cell and structural battery pack technology. The Tesla semi-electric trucks are going to power a log hauling pilot program in Canada that's aspiring to be the first zero-emission log trucking operation. The Mosaic Forest Management, a timberlands management company based on Vancouver Island, explains the need to electrify logging operation as it relates to climate change. They announced, quote, Mosaic Forest Management is announcing its partnership with local Vancouver Island service provider EcoWest Driven to introduce several Tesla semi-trucks into log hauling. There are currently no commercial available electric log truck solutions appropriate for the terrain on Vancouver Island. Now, the Tesla Semi is finally getting close to production after several years of delays. The plan is to push the vehicle in volume at Gigafactory Texas, but that won't happen until Tesla can ramp up production of its own 4680 battery cell. Let me know if that sounds familiar. Tesla is growing frustrated with the approval process for Gigafactory Berlin, as the automaker is almost done building the factory, which is supposed to be starting production in a few months. It has now been 16 months since Tesla applied for the final approval, and the automaker is apparently growing frustrated. Tesla sent a 10-page letter to the German court in support of a lawsuit by an environmental group for supporting the fight for climate change in Germany. Bloomberg reported saying, quote, Tesla has learned firsthand that obstacles in Germany's approval process are slowing down the necessary industrial transformation. The company said in the letter addressed to the regional court in Berlin, quote, this discourages necessary investments in clean energy projects and infrastructure and makes it practically impossible for Germany to achieve its climate goals. Now, of course, the government isn't really pleased to hear a proposition of favoritism, and the story continues, quote, authorities aren't legally allowed to differentiate between seemingly climate-friendly projects and those that may be polluting, a spokeswoman from Brandenburg's chancellery said by email. A new video shows Tesla's AI-based driver monitoring system can detect driver attention in real time using the cabin-facing camera in its vehicle. Although it's been sitting dormant for some time, last year Tesla activated the camera for the first time in a software update asking people to allow the automaker to take videos and pictures. This was made to develop safety features and enhancements in the future, as they said, and it was done on a voluntary basis. And now a Tesla hacker known as Green released a video showing Tesla's driver monitoring system in real time, with an overlay of the cabin camera. Through a series of rapidly moving text, the hacker can see the system actively monitoring where the eyes of the driver are looking and if there are any distractions like phones. Some of the variables counted are percentages of driver eyes closed, driver looking right, phone use, sunglasses, eyes likely up, view of head truncated, and so on. The hacker tried to trick the system, watching the percentage reports while physically reproducing his likeness with a printed picture of himself sitting at attention. It's actually kind of cool. EV charging solutions company XL Fleet announced a partnership with UBS Arena and the New York Islanders that could create one of the largest EV charging sites in the U.S. The partnership will allow XL Fleet to install up to 1,000 charging stations at UBS Arena's 43-acre site, which is the future home of the National Hockey League's New York Islanders. As a prime location between two major airports in New York City, UBS Arena could become a charging mecca for consumers of EVs and commercial fleets alike. UBS Arena broke ground in September of 2019 in Belmont Park. It's currently scheduled to officially open this fall, and it's already announced upcoming concerts for artists like Eric Church and The Weeknd. And in Electrek's Green Energy Brief, Boston-based Clean Energy Ventures announced today that it will invest in Valexion and Nth Cycle. Chicago-based Valexion, which is nearly 3 years old, is a developer of graphene coating for lithium-ion batteries. Beverly, Massachusetts-based Nth Cycle is a developer of a recycling technology that extracts critical metals from batteries for use in a second life. The U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen released details on the tax hike proposal that would replace fossil fuel subsidies with clean energy incentives. By eliminating fossil fuel tax breaks, Yellen said that it would raise revenues by $35 billion over 10 years. And finally, in Electrek's personal mobility coverage, Honda has just patented a new electric motorcycle that seems like the popular Honda Grom 125cc mini motorcycle. The drawings show that the bike isn't just an electric Grom, but rather a new model that was designed to be purpose-built electric. In addition to standard components that we normally see, the drawings also reveal small rear-view cameras mounted in the bar ends to replace the mirrors. It's unlikely that kind of a system would actually be employed in a production bike, but Honda may be trying to cover as much ground as possible in the patent to pave way for such components in the future. Unfortunately, there's no indication on the electric mini bike for production or anything else at this point. Thanks for watching Quick Charge by Electrek. We also have an audio version on your favorite podcast player. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great day.